Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and talk about what is going on for the 19th through the 25th of October. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have this beautiful guiding card for the month. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She is all about how the finances are important and how you're being affected and how you affect other people with your finances is going to be an important conversation to have with yourself or other people, okay? Don't just accept that your money is working the way it's supposed to and everything is right. How are you benefiting and how are other people benefiting? And are you hurting people or are the people getting hurt in the end? Consider the possibilities within your business as well as in your home, okay? Want to make sure all of these ducks line up and how that works for you, all right? And it will be a good thing, all right? Just something to review. It doesn't mean there's anything you might need to do. It just means you should be aware, all right? Cool. Awareness is key. So that being done, let's talk about messages from my better angels. My better angels want us to take the higher road if we can within small disgruntled issues, within friends, relationships, neighbors, co-workers, and maybe not even get into confrontations with them, but find ways to calm our own self down and get us into a place of empathy about what they're going through or what's happening with them that makes them the way they are. So you may find that your co-worker who's in the cube right next to you has a weird habit of tapping their pencil or whatever. God forbid they actually have pencils, or maybe they're clicking the pen as a nervous habit, and they don't even realize they're doing it. So you will want to wear earphones or something that keeps you from having to hear that if it makes you crazy, okay? And realize that they're completely oblivious to the fact that they're doing it, and if you did talk to them and say, hey, they'd probably be like, oh wow, crazy, and stop. Some of them are going to have that kind of experience, while others, it's going to be other stuff where, you know, the scary neighbor that you don't want to confront about the dog poop. You're going to want to come up with a story that helps you understand that maybe he broke his back and he can't touch his toes anymore when he's standing, so he can't pick up after his dog. So you're like, okay, I got that. We're cool. Thanks. So then you won't have any confrontation with that big scary guy, okay? So you can see how that works, all right? Very well done. Now, the other message is that whatever your projects are around the house, you want to make them small and compact and completable, so that if you're doing weekend projects where it's just start to finish, Saturday to Sunday, and then you clean up the whole mess and you don't have tools all around the house, because you don't want to mess up the whole house the whole week, so you have a nice easy work week without all that stuff around, and then you break it all back out when you need to start the next weekend to work on another project, okay? That way everything is clean and tidy while you're doing your thing. I mean, it may not, you don't have to like do the big sweep or whatever, but you don't want all the tools and paint pans laying around, or brushes and cans that you're going to kick over, and just get all that junk out of there. Let it just be the plastication situation, and that's about it, right? You don't want to leave, dust will be a dust, and that's what you're going to deal with, but you can deal with dust and plastication. You can't deal with anything else, okay? Just saying. Don't want to kick a bucket. The other thing to know is that it's beautiful, and I love it when you guys can do if it's a work week project, you'll get it done. You'll get most of it, like, so that you'll have the weekend free, and the house will be clean and free and ready to go. And then you can drag it all back out to do some more, okay? So, like I said, capsule projects, so that they have a start, a middle, and an end, and then you're cleaned up and ready to go. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the cards. Here we have the 3 cards from the overview video, which is super cool. Let's get you a mystery card for the week of the 19th through the 25th. What do we have for Scorpio? There it is, right there. All right, so we'll set these cards aside and set this one over here. We'll get to it later. Very nice. Now then, we'll add a few cards from right here. This is, of course, Tarot the Abyss, which we're using to go a little deeper on this. Just kind of fun, and I like it. All right, so let's look at what we have here. 19th through the 25th, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You are working your butt off, making the money, okay? Which is super cool. And for those of you who aren't quite there yet, you're definitely going to be plotting and planning your course to find a job, which is good, because if you don't have a job, you need to be looking, right? It's just, sorry, that's my mom. All right, she's very particular about that. This card here is talking about how the Justice card is also here at play this particular week, and it speaks very much to things coming into a place of fairness. So if you haven't been working, or you've been working so hard, other people are going to show up and be of service in some way, or you're going to just finally see the people who have been kind of slackers getting called out for being slackers, and they're going to get put to work in another way so that they're not getting off as easy as they have been, which is good. You like it when things go right. And, ooh, nice. Chariot shows up. Movement. Movement forward. This could be your house moving. This could be your job moving. This could be you planning a trip. And if you're planning a trip, somebody else could be called into play so they can come and take care of it. So that maybe, oh, this could be a work trip too. Working and traveling together. Haha. Getting paid to go somewhere. Lovely. Love that. It's good. And I see that it will be something that brings things back to fairness for you in some way. I like that. Remember from the overview, the Ace of Wands is here, showing that you're not feeling terribly inspired in the moment. So this is a good thing for you to get out and move around. As long as you're going off on this work trip, you're like, okay, this is... So they've sent you on this trip because it's technically usually a pretty boring one, I guess. Other people are in the, oh, I don't want to go zone. So a lot of people backed up and left you standing on the front lines as the person who stood up and stood forward when you didn't make any move at all. But they volunteered you. So pay attention to the situation and know that while you're uninspired, you're where you're supposed to be, okay? The next card here is talking about how you're not really going to be learning much. The Sun is here. The Sun is always about learning new things and being responsible for them, so you're not going to get any new information out of the situation. It's going to be kind of mundane and uninspiring. We talked about the lack of inspiration, and there's nothing new to learn here. Do your best to stay there and pay attention if you can. I know it doesn't matter, and you won't be quizzed on it or anything. But for some reason, it's important for you to be there doing this thing. Your experience, your being there is like a little break from work. That's also something that you've earned. So if you could find a way to make lemonade out of the situation, you're blocked from learning things, you're blocked from being inspired, and you're blocked from making more money or solidifying a stronger financial base. So that's a drag. Sorry about that. That's a lot of things to be having blocked at this time. But you are in a position, your solution is to think about your dreams and goals while you have this time away from all the heavy-duty lifting and working. Come up with a plan. What do you really want? What do you like? What do you not like? Do you really want to be this person, or do you want to do something completely different? Is this job exactly where you're headed and what you want? Do you want to be in charge of more? Do you want to be in charge of less? Do you just want to be a cog in the wheel, or do you want to be the one driving the machine, right? So think about who you are, what you want, where you're going. Are you going where you want to? If you don't, and you aren't, figure something out. Come up with a plan to change your situation. Because if you're unhappy, there's no reason to stay that way. Also, it's about not getting hung up one way or the other. It's like, oh man, you're on a trip. Okay, you're on a trip right now. You can't make any major changes while you're on the trip. So keep your plans manageable. Think of them as a list for when you get home, and don't really ruin yourself at this point, because right now you just got to take a deep breath, take the information in, make your list, and be ready to implement it when you can. But you can't beat yourself up about it. So this is about you looking at yourself pretty harshly and wanting desperately to do something and getting stuck on the idea that you have to get it done, you have to get it done, you have to get it done. You're not even home. You can't do any of that stuff. So breathe, realize you're not in a place to do it yet, and try not to hurt yourself over the fact that you can't actually implement what you want, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles shows up, showing that there will be a conversation about family money at this time. So family money is going to start to be a conversation at this time. Other people, maybe you'll talk to a family member who's in control of the inheritance stuff, and you'll be like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about, and this is what's going on. I'm coming up with a goal, and I'm feeling a little hung up, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know where to go, blah, 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 blah. And you might find that they say, hey, look, we can work on the finances and make sure that your money works out, so that you will have what you need to do what you need to do. All you got to do is let me know when, where, and how, and I'll make sure that the money is there for you, okay? So you're going to get some family money support, all right? Whatever you're feeling like you want to and need to do, now you just got to get back home, Scorpio. Okay, so don't freak out. Breathe and understand what's happening, okay? Now then, let's get you a Moon Oracle card. What do we have for you, Scorpio? Huh. Alrighty then. So what we have here is compassion. Oh my goodness. Compassion is a beautiful card. We were talking about needing to have compassion for other people. We're needing to have compassion for ourselves. Yeah. Hearing what's going on around you, appreciating what's going on, and knowing that everyone's doing the best they can, right? So take good care of yourself, all right? This is about compassion, understanding, and comprehension. It's beautiful and lovely, and it will take good care of you. I think that you're very much so worthy of this, and that your heart is big enough to handle the compassion required for this situation, and it's going to be okay, all right? So let's see what your mystery card is. Five of Wands. Haha, rally the troops. It's time to get people together and bring them towards the plan, so that everybody can be involved in the situation and you can move forward with it, okay? And you don't have to do it all by yourself. You have other people helping, so that you have many hands making light work. Very nice. Well done. Okay, once you decide, everything gets done, right? Once you've decided and gotten your assistance, you'll be able to make things happen, all right? Cool. All right. You need a pocket full of rocks. Let's go. All right. We have green apatite. We have sapphire, and we have clear quartz. All right. So green apatite is a third chakra stone, and it's about healing in a very organic and clean, proper way. What's going on in your third chakra, your memories, your feelings, your emotions. What I was taught was living in there. And so your third chakra will be getting healed. You will have memories and feelings and emotions that are there that are going to get truly healed, and they will like grow, which is super cool. You're going to be able to access those feelings and emotions in a different way, or those memories in a different way now that they're healed, and you'll feel more comfortable talking about stuff that's happened because you've healed that stuff. Beautiful. Love that. Sapphire here is a 6th chakra stone, so your third eye. When you meditate with the sapphire on it, the sapphire is going to help you see who you are and how your energy affects the cosmos. That's a big, big push, right? So you are definitely a person who is going to be able to look at all the planets and the stars, and you can tell the universe, hey, or tell yourself in the meditation, I want to see what effect I'm having in the cosmos, and you'll see, like, turn it a color that you can see in the cosmos, and you'll see it swirl around the planets and all around other things. It's going to just swirl around and do things. It'll of course be starting to waft off the Earth planet, whoop, and then do things in outer space and make a difference in some way, which is so sweet. We love to see that because it helps us understand that we are making a difference. We are changing things, and everything, whether we do it on a big scale or a small scale, we do it, and it's beautiful, all right? This is clear quartz, and clear quartz is an all chakra stone, and I usually always have it with the point facing down. It helps channel all the energy from above through our bodies to the ground, right? So it can work on all the different chakras, and it helps bring energy in from above all the way through. So it's beautiful. You can also just bring it down to a given chakra and let it stop there if you need it to, if you want to cleanse and clear that area. But it's very much so a stone of clarity. It's a stone of energy movement and beauty and love, all right? So you're bringing clarity through to whatever area you need to stop at, whatever area you think. You might want to let it stop right here at the third chakra, okay? So you let it sit right there on the third chakra with green apatite, and it will help bring in the energy needed to cleanse and clear the area. Nice, beautiful, all right. So we're gonna let these stones sit down right here. All right, just like so. Scorpio, my goodness, what a week you're having, and I do like how this is turning into something quite a large epiphany is happening for you. I love it. Don't get stuck. Don't stop yourself. Grow through the process. Learn what you want, what you need, and figure it out. It's going to be awesome, and that's beautiful. So if you don't want to carry those rocks, you don't have to, but they're there for you if you would like. If you want to carry something else totally into it, let me know. Put in a comment below. Let me know how that works for you. I'm here to have that conversation. If you haven't liked, shared, subscribed yet, that would be really, really cool. I'm very close to 1,000 and I'm excited. I know it seems small considering I have some other things to leap over, but I'm working on it and I love it. To see you all here matters to me. The other thing to know is that there's a description box below. Check it out, see what's in there. You'll find all the decks that I'm using, a list of those so you can get them on Amazon or Etsy. The other thing you'll find is a list of all the fairs that I go to, so you can come out to a Renaissance fair and get an in-person reading. That would be super cool. And of course, if you don't want to get an in-person reading, or it's not timely, or I'm not around, you can go ahead and book a private reading over the phone, and I will happily read for you during the week. I appreciate the one and the all of you so very much. Thank you for being here, and we'll talk to you next week about the 26th of October through November 1st. All right? Thanks so much. We'll see you then.